There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Hey, it's RobotnikIsSexy, and boy, do I have some matches for you. I have quite a lot of them, and there's going to be an invisible Seismitoad. This is going to be an NU match I had on my laptop last night while at a friend's new house, and it was 2 in the morning, and this match was just crazy. Like, at the end of this match, I had no idea how the outcome came to be. But anyway, yeah, he's going to miss outer pump a lot, and then hit it, and then I'm just going to go for a turn while he switches out. I was afraid of that pursuit here, because Skuntank does carry pursuit a lot of the time, but he's just going to go for a sucker punch, which is weird. But whatever. Mamma Mia is going to come out, and he's going to taunt me as an Earthquake, which is beautiful. Skuntank is a big, big threat. And Seismitoad is going to get a free switch in as I switch into Wheatley the Charizard here. And I'm going to make the biggest bonehead move I've made in quite a long time. I carry Solar Beam on this Charizard, folks. Why the hell did I not go for Solar Beam? It would have saved me so much more trouble. The trouble that comes from not clicking Solar Beam is massive. Speaking of trouble, he's going to launch off a Draco Meteor, which is scary. What's even scarier, I'm going to switch into Wartortle to soak it. He crits and fucking kills me. So definitely Specs on Altaria. It was really lucky of Golem to dodge the Draco like he did. I'm going to trick my Scarf onto the Grumpig, steal its leftovers as I go for Thunderbolt, because I don't carry Shadow Ball. I'm going to switch out as he switches out, predicting him to switch into not Torterra. So switch into something. I think I was expecting Regice or... I might have... I don't know. But in any case, Coconuts the Executor is going to come in on a hit and take it pretty well and launch off that Specs Leaf Storm, which is going to KO the Torterra nicely. Now this is where things heat up. For some reason, I had the genius plan of tricking the leftovers to the Altaria and stealing its Specs. Now this is going to be massive, as I can launch a Psychic and take it out, which honestly surprises me. But I mean, if you're all special attack in speed, which you probably is, that it's not that surprising. So I'm going to be able to take out not just the Altaria with the Specs Psychic, but also the Regice, which is pretty weird because Regice has some amazing special defense. But his last Pokemon is Grumpig, and Mamma Mia can very nicely take it out with a Sucker Punch, and that is one sweet, tight battle. And hey, let's go to a RU against PX Fan 11. And he has a very strange team indeed. And this is my RU Hail team, which I'm starting to dislike. Because I don't know, it's just something about the UU Hail that I can deal with. It doesn't make sense. Hail would just, by common sense, it works better in lower tiers, but for some reason I prefer it in UU, with a Snover no less. So I'm going to stay in on Wailord as it Toxics me, which is kind of bad. I was at a crossroads here in my mind. I could have switched into Siglith and started setting up Calm Minds, and honestly, if I had, I probably would have had a Siglith sweep. But I am going to choose the defensive route and just sub up over and over, knowing that with the Ice Body leftovers and Leech Seed, I can sub pretty much whenever I want, literally whenever. So it kind of sucks though, because, you know, that electric Pokemon thing, I forget what it's called. Yeah, its switch in is pretty imminent, and there's not really much I can do about it. Now, this is a new addition to my my RU Hail team. Yeah, it's a Sandslash, and instead of running Sword Stance, I decide, hey, Wouldn't it be kind of cool to run Sand? And yeah, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, he has Pokemon to deal with it, namely Torterra. But anyway, I am going to switch into a move with Hanukkah Bush, and with that Eviolite and the bulky split defenses, yeah, I can take him out with a Blizzard. Now, this is going to be a bonehead move number 2 for this video. Why did I switch out Nidoking? Or Queen? It's a Queen. It's Queen Latifah. Why? Why? I should have gone for a Thunderbolt, and it would have been great, but for some reason I'm going to go into Bananas here, and it has Hidden Power Fighting or Electric or something. It's really weird. His team is just really weird. And, I'm going to use this so far. Now he's going to switch into Blast Hard Cheese, which is amazing, because it's a reference to one of my favorite movies and Mystery Science Theater episodes, all rolled up into one. Space Mutiny. But he's going to predict the Sigilyph switch in masterfully, and yeah, Sigilyph down. That really sucks, because as I said in the beginning, I could have chosen the offensive route, set up with Sigilyph, and just steamroll his team. Although I don't really know if he has a Scarf Embor or not. Scarf Embor seems to be pretty popular, but I think he has a Expert Belt Gardevoir, because I did not expect that Focus Blast to kill. I'm at full health, mister. You do not have Stab. And so I'm just afraid of this thing. I just think it's going to outspeed Nidoqueen on default, but I forget that I have 252 speed EVs in, and then Pidgeot crits me. But that was a close game. That was really close, because I probably would have been able to take the Brave Bird and retaliate with a Thunderbolt, which would have been the game in my favor, but just a really haxy match all around, whatever, potato. It's a good match. Now, this is going to be an RU. I was kind of sick of using that Hail team, so I go back to my roots. This is a team that I know works most of the time, and hey, it's really offensive Rain in RU. Manual Rain, in fact, with my 2 good buddies, Seismitoad and Ludicolo. And wouldn't you know it, some bullshit is happening. I have a wide lens, so I have a 77% chance of hitting the Blizzard. He has a 75% chance of hitting the Sleep Powder, which is probably why he stayed in. So that was literally just, you know, a roll of the die there. And then after that, Hydro Pump, 88% Hydro Pump misses, logically, of course. And this is really strange. As I went for Earth Power on the crab crustacean Pokemon thing, he could have switched into Moltres, but I guess he didn't want to take Stealth Rock damage, so that's weird. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you could switch in and just waste my turn and get rid of the Rain, and then hit me with Air Slash or something. It would have been pretty good. But anyway, let's get to the present. I am way behind. Edgar is down to its Swarm ability, and I have Life Orb, and that is definitely a defensive Sand Slash, and it takes it down to 8%, which is pretty swanky awesome. And the fact that it doesn't OHKO me with Earthquake definitely means it's defensive. And it outspeeds me too, which is honestly, it probably isn't that weird actually. Is going to happen. And hey, this is the match. Whoa, there might have been a cut. If there was, just fucking deal with it. I'm gonna play super aggressive. I'm gonna use some ESP bullshit. But you know, well, Landorus kitty cat form would want to stay in on a Mamoswine. It's a pretty safe bet, but I'm playing super aggressive. I'm just predicting back and forth and back and forth. I'm gonna go for the Spore and then swap it up to the Mach Punch, thinking, oh, maybe he thinks that I'm sub-punching set, and take out his Heatran early, which is great. And now Amoonguss is gonna come in, I put it to sleep, and I'm gonna try to be all super mind-readery prediction pants man, but he's just staying in here, and he's gonna wake up and get the spore on me. So that's just, you know, yeah, that's just me being silly, as he definitely wants to break my sash with the Giga Drain and then switch out into Landorus T. No, I wasn't sure what kind of Landorus this was, and 2 turns had passed. I thought, you know, if it's a regular Landorus, I can wake up, go for the Hidden Power Ice, and kill it. But it happens to be Scarfed, so I lose my Sleep Fodder and my Alakazam. It's kinda good, kinda bad. It's kinda whatever, really. But anyway, Gengar against Slowbro. We both have really gimmicky defensive cores. I have the Gastrodon Heatran core. He has the Amoonguss and Slowbro core, which makes me think of Marcus. If anybody remembers Marcus, I used to battle him a bit, like a year ago at least, but I wonder if it is Marcus. It probably isn't, but he's the only one I know of who uses Slowbro, Heatran, and Amoonguss, which to me kind of feels like a waste of an OU team, just because there are better options, I feel like. But anyway, yeah, some shit is happening. He is outplaying me here. He's gonna U-turn on me and go into Amoonguss, and now I'm kind of in a really shitty place. I figure he's either gonna kill me with Giga Drain, or I can use Marasquee as Sleep Fodder, and it happens to be the Sleep Fodder, which is great, because having Sleep Fodder against Amoonguss renders Amoonguss worthless, because all it does is Spore, and that's it. And it's going to go for the HP Fire. I don't really know what it was predicting. I do have Thick Fat on the Mamoswine, so if he was predicting that, then that's just kind of silly. Maybe he was thinking Breloom, but Breloom can't touch Amoonguss at all, so I can get a free Flamethrower on whatever I like. Happens to switch into the Neandrous to take that out. And I want to save my Heatran for later, because it threatens his team pretty greatly. And, yeah, it's going to be kind of a boring Amoonguss versus Molder the Gengar. As I disable the Giga Drain, because I don't want Amoonguss to get any more health back, I would rather go down from damage than, you know, get health back, or it getting health back. But I'm going to space out on the fact that it has Hidden Power Fire, because I'm brilliant. So that kind of sucks. I could have gotten an extra Shadow Ball there. I'm trying to be clever, going for the Focus Blast, and once again it kind of backfires, but it kind of doesn't matter at this point. The match is kind of on lockdown because Earthquake is awesome. Life Orb, Earthquake, Adamant, Mamoswine is beautiful. It's like a beautiful babe. And, yeah, Icicle Crash, good to go, good game. He's going to forfeit, and that is going to be the end of that match. And that's going to be the end of my videos. I have four matches. Crazy time. If you enjoy the videos, leave a like, rating, or a comment. It would be super cool, super sweet, super keen, and I'll see you later, YouTube.